So there's lots of options for you to consider. We've highlighted, besides the community foundations, the incorporated charitable entity with either a public and zero fund, an FRRR donation account, or a sub-fund with another community foundation or trustee company. Now, it can be complicated, as you may have already gathered from some of the things that we've been talking about today. And you need to think what really is best for you, for your community, and the purpose for which you're actually intending to raise funds and invest in your community.
Tips for those considering forming a community foundation. Firstly, get your policies and procedures in place early, because that's the hardest part, and then maintaining them isn't so difficult. The other thing I would say is don't reinvent the wheel. We're lucky enough to be in an industry that's collaborative and generous, and therefore talk to people, find out what they've got, base your policies and procedures upon what they've done, and use those resources that are there.
My tip for anyone who's considering establish a community foundation would be to really take your time to set it up properly. Take your time to find the right board members, to really work on your strategic plan and the vision and the mission, because that's what will guide your decision making all the way through the process. Take the time to get your governance and legal structures correct. There is a willingness and an eagerness to start to grant money and to make a presence in your community, but I think it's better to get everything organised so that when you're ready to go out to the community, you will be much better placed to be able to do what you need to do properly.
You've got to really, really want to do this, and you can't always ride on the passion of one or two people, because that's unsustainable. It has to be something which your town or your community really, really needs, and you have to be prepared for at least 3 to 5 years, if not in some cases 10, of commitment to keeping it going, because people lose the message. If you haven't got money to do it, it won't, you have to have some wherewithal to kick it off and then keep it going. And my tips are grab opportunities like FRRR Circle grants, or, really grab opportunities with well-established organisations that are there to help you. In the early days, we didn't know about that, so it took us longer to try and get our footing. The key thing there is communicate with the Community Foundation movement people before, during, and, well, hopefully not after, because you want it to continue. So that's one of the big things. And the other thing, if I may say, is don't let the naysayers get you down, especially in small towns, where, that won't work because, a lot of people get threatened by the fact that you're trying to occupy another, what they see as fundraising space. And it's not just a fundraising space, but there's a lot of energy in that. So have a lot of energy, make sure you've got enough time, make sure you do your research, and that you collaborate and communicate with others of like mind.